Okay, guys, welcome to Virtual Class 13. We have a fun program planned today. We are going to need a little bit of equipment, so at the end of the warm-up, make sure you pause and you get what we're going to need for the workout today. The first thing we're going to need is a pair of dice, so that's 2 dice that we're going to need for our warm-up, which is dice game. Basically, you're going to throw the set of dice 10 times. The first dice is going to tell you the number of repetitions you're going to do. The second dice is going to tell you what movement you're going to be doing. So our 6 movements are air squats, burpees, push-ups, shoulder taps, hollow rocks, and tuck jumps. So you're going to roll 1 dice to tell you how many of each of those moves you're doing. You're going to roll the other dice, and that'll tell you which of the moves you're going to be doing. Our skill today is ball slams, and you're going to need a deflated ball of some kind. It should not be super bouncy and super hard. So a basketball works great, or a soccer ball, or something that is not totally inflated. So you'll either need to let a little air out or just find one that's been hanging around in your garage or your basement for a couple of months and may not be full of air. So it should feel a little bit squishy to your touch to work properly. So make sure you check in with your parents and make sure that that ball is not overly inflated, because if it does, it could bounce up and hit you in the face during this exercise, and we obviously don't want that to happen. So ball slams are our skill. Our workout today is a ball slam chipper. We have a little bit of painting going on next door, so I apologize for any noise. We're going to have 50 ball slams, 40 air squats, 30 single unders, so you're going to need to get a jump rope if you have one. If not, we can do tuck jumps instead, 20 step-ups, and 10 push-ups. Our cool down is going to be a calf stretch, and our weekly challenge is step-ups. So every day, I want you to see how many step-ups you can get in 1 minute, and then see if you can beat it the next day and keep doing that every day this week. All right, guys, let's pause the video, collect what you need for our workout today, and let's get to it. All right, guys, time for our warm-up game today. Our warm-up game today is the dice game. So for this, you're going to need 2 dice. Hopefully you've already grabbed those. If you haven't, pause the video, grab 2 dice. What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be rolling the 2 dice. The first dice will be telling us what the number of reps is that we're doing, so 1 through 6. And the second dice is going to be telling us what movement we do. So the 6 movements that we have, 1s are air squats, 2s are burpees, 3s are push-ups, 4s are shoulder taps, 5s are hollow rocks, and 6 are tuck jumps. So what you're going to do is you're going to go get your 2 dice. You're going to roll 1 dice. That's going to tell you how many of each movement you're going to do. You're going to go get the other dice, and you're going to roll that and see which movement you're going to be doing. So for example, if I rolled a 1 and a 1, that would be 1 air squat. If I rolled a 2 and a 2, that would be 2 burpees. 3 and a 3, that would be 3 push-ups. 4 and a 4, that would be 4 shoulder taps. 5 and a 5 would be 5 hollow rocks, and 6 and a 6 would be 6 tuck jumps. So I'm going to show you real fast what each of the movements looks like. Air squats, we're going to have those feet just outside of our hips. We're going to send our butts back. We're going to sit down and stand up. Down and back up. So that's our air squat. Our burpee, we're going to get dropped to the ground. Our whole chest touches the ground. We're going to come back up, feet outside of the hands. We're going to jump and clap. So that's our burpee. Our push-up. We've got a couple of different ways we can do push-ups. We can do a regular push-up, sit down and back up. We can do a cobra push-up, which looks like this. Or we can do push-ups from our knees, which looks like this. Just make sure you're keeping a nice straight line from your shoulders all the way down your behind. I don't want to see this. What we want to see is this, okay? Shoulder taps are also from the plank position. I'll show you from the front. So I get into my plank position like this. And a shoulder tap, I just touch my shoulder. Try to keep those hips low. All right, so that's shoulder taps. Hollow rock. We're going to lie down on our back. Take your hands and your feet off the floor. And you're going to rock back and forth. That's your hollow rock. Tuck jump. We're going to stand up and our feet underneath us. We're just going to jump up and tuck our knees as high up as we can. Okay, so that's our tech jump. So pause the video, get your dice, and 10 throws. So you're going to roll both dice 10 times, and you're going to be doing 10 different movements. Go to it, guys. Our skill today is a ball slam. So if you don't already have your basketball or other kind of ball handy, pause the video and go get that, and we'll see you back here in about 2 seconds. If you do have your your ball, what we're going to do is take the ball in our hands. We're going to take the ball over our head. We're going to use our hips and legs to generate as much force from the top as we can. I'm not just using my arms to drop the ball down. What I'm doing is I'm really using my quads and my butt to really drive this ball into the ground. See how much higher it goes when I use my legs than if I just drop it to the ground like that? So I want you to practice 20 of those. We're going to be using those in our workout today. All right, go to it, guys. Pause the video. Okay, our workout today involves 5 different movements. It's called a chipper. So you're going to do all of the movements for one movement, then move on to the next movement, and so on and so on. So today we have 50 ball slams, followed by 40 air squats, followed by 30 single unders. So you're going to need your jump rope, 20 step ups, and 10 push ups. So I'll show you what each of those movements looks like. But you're going to be doing the 50 ball slams, then the 40 air squats, then the 30 single unders, then the 20 step ups, then the 10 push ups. So I'm just going to show you 5 of each of those movements in a row. So you're going to start with your deflated basketball. Remember, deflated basketball is good for this. That shouldn't be totally deflated, but you can see I can, sort of smush my hands in there, and it is pliable. Okay, so I'm going to show you 5 of each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 slam balls. Put the slam ball to the side, straight into air squats. After I finish my air squats, I pick up my jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, you can just do the tuck jumps that we did earlier, and those will be fine. After I've done my air squats, put my jump rope back down. I'm going to use some steps for my step ups today. And I'm going to do 1, stand up nice and tall at the top, and back down. Remember to alternate feet. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my push-ups. Okay, so those are our movements today. So pause the video and get to it. We'll see you shortly. For our cool down today, we're just going to stretch out our calves because anytime we jump rope, we probably want to do that. Jumping rope's pretty tough on our calves. So what we're going to do is we're going to find an object that's not going to move. It could be a wall, it could be a piece of furniture, something that your parents aren't going to mind footprints on. So we're going to take our toe and we're going to put it on the object with our heel on the ground. We're going to move our other foot forward until we can feel a nice stretch in our calves right here. We're going to stay there for about 20 seconds. Just make sure you breathe in and out. Should be feeling a nice stretch there. Oh, that feels good. My calves were tight today. Then after we've done about 20 seconds on one side, we're going to switch feet. Again, we're keeping that standing leg nice and straight. And you should feel a really nice stretch. I feel it all the way in that top part of my calf right now. It feels super good. All right, about 3 more seconds. And then we're going to try and get the stretch to be in a slightly different place in our calves. We're going to go back to that same first foot. We're going to bend our knee a little bit, and we should now be feeling the stretch more toward the bottom part of our calf. We should not be feeling this in the ankle. If you feel it in the ankle, ease up. Don't push your knee so far forward. It should only be in your calf. And we'll hang out here again for about 10 more seconds. And then we will switch legs and do the same thing on the other leg. And don't forget, guys, we've still got our weekly challenge going. This week is step up, so make sure you get your steps in. Set a timer for 1 minute and go to it. All right, we'll see you soon.